This is people who do not believe you can make money if you only got $500-600 in your account. So as you can see, I'm going to show you in the next 48 hours how to take $502, actually $609, and turn it into $5 grand. Trade number one, the market is going to open in 45 seconds. We're going to go ahead and short Tesla, which is actually up a few bucks this morning. So I'm going to put in order to buy some Tesla. Yesterday, this is what they were trading for, so they should be opening a little bit higher this morning. We're going to calculate a crazy move lower for today. So we're going to try to buy these 325s at the open while it is higher. I'm going to buy one of them for a like $1.15. Okay, so we're going to put that order in. Make sure we try to get that thing. Boom. And then, second thing, we're going to try to keep an eye on this VUBA, which is like, wait, actually MSG. MSG. That's what I want to look at. MSG. All right, we bought Tesla. Okay, fine. Okay, MSG. MSG. Let's see how the options are changing on this thing. Actually reported good earnings. It beat everybody. Let me see if I can get maybe 290 here. Let's just do something crazy, right? Let's just put an order to buy these 290s. Buy. Let's see if we can buy 3 of these at, you know, a crazy price of, you know, 0.4. Boom. Done. Hey, no, we bought one. It'd be nice to buy some more. This MSG thing, I mean, that just looks super controversial to me. Got 90 bucks we can invest. You know what? We're going to buy some more MSG. MSG. Just going to buy another put on the MSG 300 level. Let's see if we can buy this thing right here. Buy just one at 0.85. You know, see if we can actually get this thing going here for us. Can we? Do we have enough money? Looks like we got an order in there. Okay, but we're not sure if that's actually going to get executed. So it's kind of a long shot for buying this, and it was a very long shot for buying these puts. So things are not looking good right now, but we're just going to be patient. These options expire tomorrow, by the way. So we'll take a measurement of this temperature in a little bit and see what's going to actually take place. Now, a good thing I want to show you guys is as soon as I buy these things, I like to go in and set a limit order to actually sell these things. This order is just not getting it. Okay, boom, we got the MSG. I feel like on this one we actually did get a good deal, so I'm excited about this because this is only 12 bucks under. I've looked at the chart. The chart looks super bearish to me on this thing. So even though right now it moves higher, because pretty much, I mean, the entire market is happy this morning, right? So let's check it out. We're happy market is yeah, market is super happy. It's moving higher. It's up, you know, what, 20 points or something. So from yesterday's close, and looks 16.75. It looks like the market is going and moving higher. So I'm excited about these MSG because I feel like it's a good fill. Okay, guys, quick follow-up. The market is going to open. It's Friday the 17th. Showing you how to turn $500-600 into $5 grand in 48 hours. The account fell yesterday to a low of $350, so that's what we're starting the day with. Now that's going to change because a couple of positions are finally starting to go my way. So we're going to show you exactly what's going to happen to the account once the market opens. Let's give it a little bit of time here. Sometimes options that take a few minutes to update. We got, okay, so we're at 693 right now, so no big deal, right? 945, all right, so $1,000, all right, so some of the positions are starting to go our way. We'll do a follow-up video on what's actually taking place in the next few hours. Okay, guys, so quick review. It's 9:41 on August 17th. All right, so Here's the deal. I've got, as you can see, limit orders set up on these positions from yesterday. In other words, I've calculated the levels by which I think they're going to fall. And so at that point, sometimes stocks will start falling real fast. And if you don't have that limit order sitting in there, you're going to miss out on a perfect opportunity to sell something. So for example, if Tesla put that I bought yesterday, right now is going to hit a level of 312, then that order is going to be executed. Yesterday I was buying that put for $1. Right now it's worth 10 bucks. If it's going to move another $3 to a range of 312, then that order will be executed at 13 bucks. So that would be a 1,300% return overnight. So when I was opening, multiple positions yesterday, like 3 or 4 of them, the main idea is I put roughly an equal amount into each position. A couple of positions are not working out, but Tesla position is working out, and this MSG position, since I've entered it, that's down about $11. There's a very low volume stock. So the gains on this position are they're tough, but I'm really close. I've got 2 puts here. One is at the 300 level and one is at the 290 level. So the probability of 290 is not really high considering they expired today, but as long as it falls below 300, I was buying this MSG put at 85 cents.
Shares of Tesla selling off here to the lows, 313.88. Tango Sandy Lima Alpha.
Okay, so this MSG will make some money. I was buying it for 85 cents yesterday. In my calculation, the shares can easily drop another 5 bucks. They're only down $2.73 right now for the day. So if that takes place, then I should easily be able to have a 500–600% gain here. Now, however, I think the stock could move all the way to 292, so I've got my limit order set around 8–9 bucks, waiting for the stock to make a move lower. An update here shortly. Thanks. Okay, so Tesla put a sold as it hit 312.70. So we sold it for 13 bucks, 1,300% gain. All right, so here's the next trade we're going to take. I'm actually going to buy 13 puts right now of Amazon. Actually, I don't know if I can buy 13. I'm going to buy 12 for sure. So at a price of $1. Let's see if I can get a fill. 12. Actually, I know that will get executed, but that wasn't. Oh, cool. I bought them at 80, which is awesome. So I still got 300 bucks left. And I'm actually going to go and buy some more right here, right now. So I'm going to go ahead and buy more. Buy 10 at, what is the price right now? 80 cents, 75 cents. So maybe I can buy 6 more. 5 more. Got 300 bucks at 0.75. Yeah, I'm going to have to edit that clearly. Okay, so 75. I'd like to get them at 75. That would be super. I can only get 4 at that price. That's fine. I love it. Let's do it. Come on. Okay, good. So I've got 16 now. As you can see right here, I've got 16 Amazon puts, 1,850. Now notice the price is trading right now at 18.76. Now I'm actually expecting Amazon to fall today. Clearly right now the trade, as soon as I got into it, is losing 204 bucks. That does not concern me whatsoever because I've done my calculations in advance. I'm going to stick with the position. There's a good chance I may have to wait a few hours, maybe all the way till the end of the day. And there's no 100% guarantee that the position is actually going to materialize because I am buying options significantly out of the money. But I think this is the day where Amazon is actually going to break lower. And if it does, then this $1,300 investment that you just see me take at 9:58 a.m. by 4 p.m., I actually expect that investment to turn into 10K. Okay, so here's the position. You can see it right now. It's losing. Well, now it's losing 60 bucks. So I'm going to go back to my screen. I'm going to see how everything else is doing. My other position is starting to go my way. Finally, it's just moving slow like a turtle. Tesla, in the meantime, I didn't close it at all-time possible low of the day so far, which was the 311. I had my closeout order. I had 325 puts. So that got executed when it got to 312 and some change, and since then it's bounced back, right? So it's important to have these limit orders sit there, guys, because that's what's going to make you the most money. To review the account, right now it's actually at 20, it's right at $2,000. Remember, yesterday I started with $500-600. So it is possible to do it. Now, I am targeting some pretty crazy gains opposed to a lot of traders that are trying to target maybe 20-30%. So as you can see, so far from yesterday morning till now, I have quadrupled the account. Now, that is not a big deal, guys, because I'm actually trying to target returns of 1,000, 2,000% in market environment like today. Typically, I do target returns of 300 to 500% when you trade in weekly options. So I'm very anxious to actually close this position. It's moving like a turtle, right? But fortunately, one of my options is in the money right now. So as quickly as the stock can make another move of $7-8 right here, right? And some of you are going to say, well, how do you know whether it's going to move $7-8? Again, I study the charts, I do my calculations in advance, I try to determine what the levels could be. You know, I try to basically stick with my positions. I don't try to jump in, jump out. I don't try to take smaller gains. You know, you've got to do all your calculations in advance. It's not like I'm just sitting here and trying to, oh, this looks good or this looks good, or, you know, so there's a lot of planning that actually goes into this ahead of time. So when I am watching, I've already planned for what could be taking place, and when the opportunity seems to be correct, I try to jump in and take advantage of it. Right? Let's take a look what's going on with the market overall. Right? The main thing to me is that the VIX stays above 13 for my trading strategies to materialize. So far it's doing that. I would ideally like for the VIX to spike above, you know, the 14 range. That would make my case even stronger. Let's take a look at what the S&P is doing right now. All right, so S&P is struggling to go higher, which is a good thing. It's down only 4 points, but it's not that it's only down by 4 points that I look at. I see that it's really struggling to go higher, which coincides with some of the main stocks that are struggling to go higher. Okay, let's take a look at Google. And so most of the stocks I'm trading right there happen to be technology stocks right now. So, you know, Google, Amazon, they all drawing the same patterns. The weakest stock, of course, of all today is Tesla. Now, we've been short that stock. I mean, this is a little account where I try to show you some examples, guys, of how I target these returns and how I do it. And I'm trying to make a point that you can start doing this with absolutely anything, okay? As long as you can open an account, get approved for trading options. You know, you don't need a complicated option strategy, so level 1 options would be sufficient enough to be put in some of these option strategies, right? So we've actually been short. If you've been following some of my videos, I've been short in Tesla, you know, out of my other account, you know, when it was $375, $376. If you haven't watched that video, to me it was a pretty easy, pretty clear play as far as to, you know, what was pointing to this big drop right here. So in 6 days, the stock is down from 375 through to, you know, 311 today. That's a huge drop. So even if you don't want to take huge risks, and trading weekly options, definitely it's huge risk, especially if you're new and you don't know what to look for and what specifically to do and when. A lot less risk would be to buy longer term options, a week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks. So in that video, I suggested just simply buying put options on Tesla on the announcement that the deal was going to go private, because I saw that as a weakness, that the company was running out of options and something bad was coming, and Elon Musk knew about it, and that was sort of the last resort alternative. So the strategy was based on that, and it worked out pretty good. If you bought, not necessarily even the weekly options, but if you bought you know, longer term, 2-3 weeks out, you would have been sitting on huge gains right now, easily gains of, you know, 400, 500, 600% within just a period of a week. So I'll keep you posted to review the position. So far we've gotten in when Amazon was about 1875, 1876. So far it dropped, you know, a few bucks. No big deal, right? It's not going to make any huge difference on the pricing of the options, especially that our options are, you know, $22 out of the money right now. Typically buying options out of the money is not a good strategy. However, in my experience of trading weekly options, I like to buy out of the money when it makes sense to buy out of the money. And when does it make sense to buy out of the money? It makes sense to buy out of the money options when you are in a rising VIX environment. In other words, when the VIX is stagnant between, let's say, 11 and, you know, 12 or whatnot, then the stocks are just side trading. They're not making any big moves, complacent. But when you actually transitioning out of that environment and you're going, from a lower VIX to a higher VIX environment, then in my view, buying out of the money options is very, very lucrative. So my strategy today is based specifically on that, observing that the VIX environment is rising. Okay, so let's just maximize this VIX situation, right? Let's take a look at the 10-day VIX situation here. All right, so a week ago I posted a video talking about that the VIX was bottoming right here at about 10.5 after it hit briefly this low of 10.17, right? So I said, okay, this is bottom, and I pointed out why historically August is sort of a good month to play on this volatility spike, right? So to me, it's definitely an uptrend, and right now it's sort of in a pullback. So I think from here, it definitely has the opportunity to go even higher. And if that's the case, then a lot of the stocks that are at the top that has been hesitating to go higher, they are going to drop. To review the account, we're currently at $3,276, $3,400. So probably Amazon is falling. As you can see, it is now at $1,866. If you're not signed up for our alert services, right, I do send out daily alerts for our VIP subscribers that trade daily. We send out many alerts throughout the week, actually suggesting buying Amazon 1900 puts. Now, we were doing that when Amazon was actually trying to hit highs of, okay, so here's what we've got, right? So you wouldn't typically think, I mean, now you would think about it, right? Because Amazon is dropping like a rock right now. But you wouldn't typically think about it when you're trying to, or when a stock is trying to go to an all-time high and you see all these green bars, right? That's sort of like the worst time to do it. But that's exactly when we were recommending. So if you want to review some of the videos, we're giving some reasons why. We're looking at some of the charts. And if you haven't taken our chart course, I strongly recommend that. The link should be in the description below. Take advantage of it. But right now, we're sort of at an important level on Amazon. Right now, it's sort of stalling out, right? And that's why you can see the value of the options that changed so fast. A few minutes ago, we were at 3,400. Now we're at 2,800. 2,700, right? It dropped to 1866. Now it's moving to 1868. Now, the thing is, now notice I'm not reacting to this temporary pullbacks higher, right? A lot of you would be like, oh, geez, I was just at 3,800, now I'm 2,600. Look, forget about it. I'm not just going to jump in and out of these trades, okay? Especially when you're working with a small account. You have to be very, very patient. You cannot react to these few minute fluctuations in the price. What a better strategy is to calculate your levels in advance and just to stick with them. The reason I'm so calm is because I already knew that once it's going to get to this level of 1869, which was exactly the level that it established just a couple of days ago, then we could see a small fight right here. We could see some people saying, okay, well, we bought the stock here a couple of days ago trying to support it. Clearly that's what they're trying to do right now. But I think with the momentum that's developing in the markets, in the rise in VIX environment, right, people are coming in, and I think there's going to be more people taking profits today. Okay, guys, so a quick follow-up. Amazon now is at $1,857, and so the value of the account is at $6,700 right this very moment. Now, just keep in mind, we were buying these way out of the money, but we expected a certain move today. I've actually came up with a formula. I call it the 13th market move. And if you looked at the last video I recorded yesterday, at the very end of the video, I show you some numbers that probably look weird. And they are, because nobody else will ever talk to you about these numbers, because I personally developed these numbers over the last 12 years, making some trading observations. And so you have to understand when you trade what type of market move is actually going to take place. And if you study the 13 markets move formula, I've recorded a specific course on how you could do that. Hey guys, this was just a little teaser just showing you that yes, it can be done if you paid close attention. By the time I cut off the video, if you paid close attention, you would have seen that the account value was at $8,000. So what we've accomplished so far was we're literally taking $500-600 into $8,000 in 48 hours. So if you really would like to know how you can do that, Because I've done it times and times and times over and over again. But the truth is, after trading for 12, 13 years, okay, I'm still not perfect. I still make mistakes. But I do make plenty of good trades. And the way I do it is by understanding divergences in the charts. Even though I cannot guarantee you that you will be a perfect trader, I guarantee you that by taking the chart course, you will be much more confident trader. You will gain clarity and understanding why you're going into a certain trade, which will give you patience to stay through some of your trades and therefore lock in much bigger gains. If you're striving to become a better trader, the 10 million question is this: have you ever wondered how nice it would be to predict the market moves before they actually happen? So if you've been wondering about this, now I've got the answers right here. I've compiled in a 6-hour charts and patterns recognition course. There's a ton of very valuable information that I have discovered. Look, it doesn't come through any particular source. It's all based off my experience. So take advantage of this right now, because the truth of the matter is, I think the markets are going to offer some tremendous and exciting opportunities. I've just literally shown you in this brief video just the tip of the iceberg. If you are looking for answers on how you can do that, definitely click some of the links below in the description below this video. Take action now. Make this year your most profitable trading year ever. And by the way, feel free to schedule a free complimentary 20-minute trading coaching session with me on how to trade options. I'm available to answer any questions. Now, these 20-minute coaching sessions, they book really, really fast. So, especially over the weekend, where a lot of traders are trying to reach out to me. So, take advantage of it right now. Click the links below. Take action. Don't wait. Life is too short. Make the best of it now.